Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel I've been wanting to do a video like this for some time now, and it's talking about like 10 British gems or like kind of underrated like British movies. And yeah, these 10 movies, guys, I am really fond of. The kind of 10 British movies that I feel like needs more like recognition and stuff. And yeah, I think these are all high recommendations from me. I think they're films that everyone should go and check out. There is going to be a lot of drama here. Now, I will say, guys, I do plan on doing a follow-up video to this about maybe 10 underrated films, more 10 British gems, because I love doing videos like this. I love doing like these sort of like list of 10 films and list of 15 films, wherever it's horror or like comedy and stuff. Yeah, I love doing like these kind of videos, and I thought this is something that's been on my mind for a while now, to do like 10 British hidden gems video. And also I kind of do have in the works of doing a top 10 British films video as well, because there's just a lot of great British movies out there, isn't there, guys? So yeah, and these are all in no particular order, guys. So the first one being, I'm going to talk about a film called Let Him Have It. Now, this, I think, was a TV film with Christopher Eccleston, and this is from 1991, and yeah, this is starring Christopher Eccleston, who plays Derek Bentley in here. And yeah, this is kind of about the true story of Derek Bentley, and kind of like who it has, like kind of, I think he's got like difficulties and stuff, and he has kind of like like he's kind of like sort of like taking things at like his own pace sort of thing in this film. And then all of a sudden, someone called Christopher Craig comes into like his life when he didn't really expect it, and then he kind of is involved in that criminal underworld, which is led by Christopher Craig. And this film is just absolutely brilliant, but absolutely heartbreaking at the same time, guys. Like, this is based off a true story, and it is a real tragic sort of true story to what happens, but it is a fantastic little drama. I remember watching this for the first time probably I think it was about over 10 years ago, and I thought it was excellent, just super well acted. And I thought the chemistry between Christopher Eccleston and the guy who plays Christopher Craig in this film, they just have very good chemistry here, even though like leading up to what happens, it is quite to the bone, to the knuckle, really. And yeah, I really hope this gets like a Blu-ray release as well. It's a fantastic little drama, this one. So that is Let Him Have It, which is my first pick for this video. And then the next one I'm going to talk about is a Danny Boyle film, and a film I just don't hear anyone talk about nowadays, and I need to like read the book for as well at some point, and that is a film called Millions. I'm not too sure what's happened with like many of the actors like nowadays, like what they're doing in this film, but yeah, I think this is a really cool little film, guys. Just such a really cool concept as well. I love the score to this one, actually. It's got a really nice sort of like left field sort of score that I really like. I think there's a bit of like Muse that's playing in this film as well. But yeah, like a bit about the story. So yeah, there's a single father and his two sons, Anthony and Damien, basically they decide to like move to a different area in like England. I think it's part of Merseyside, I think. And they just recently lost their mother. The guy, quite a well-known actor, like who plays like this single father, like, yeah, he lost his wife, and they moved to a new home, but they kind of like warned that a lot of these houses in this like neighborhood area do get like burgled every now and then, so they kind of put on high alert about that. And the kind of the flip side to the coin with this movie is one day Damien is just strolling along this field after like his first day at school, and he comes across this bag of money, and you know there is like kind of millions of pounds in this bag, and he kind of keeps it as a long ongoing secret, like from anyone else. It's only him and his brother Anthony that knows about this. And I just think this is such a fascinating little drama, this one. This is a very cool little film. It's got some pretty cool like comical elements to this one as well. I just like the northern banter in this film as well, and it's really cool. I also like the actress in there who comes into the story like later on in the film. She plays a really good like side character, and I think it's just got a couple of really important messages, you know, like with charity and stuff and stuff like that, and like being quite close to like your loved ones. Yeah, I think it's got a couple of really important messages in there. So yeah, that's the other film to talk about here today on the channel, Millions by Danny Boyle, and I really hope this gets a Blu-ray release because I would love to see this one again. And then the next film I'm going to talk about is, again, guys, a film I just never hear anyone talk about this film, and I don't think it ever got as far as like a DVD release, this film. And that is a film called X and Y with Asher Butterfield. And this has got quite a good cast to this one. I think Sally Hawkins, sorry. She plays like one of the main characters in this film. And Ralph Spall is in this film as well. So, and Eddie Marsden. So you've got a pretty good cast to this one, to be fair. And Asher Butterfield, yeah, plays someone with autism, and basically, like, I can't think of the young chap's name in the film. He has got such a fascination with mathematics in this movie, and basically, like, he just loves all things mathematics, and then he decides one day to enter this like mathematics like tournament, and you know, like he's very much inspired by like his teacher in this film, played by Ralph Spall. And he enters this tournament, and he kind of builds a couple of like friendships along the way. He kind of has a bit of a love interest as well. And I just think this is a really sweet little movie. This, guys, again, one that just doesn't get talked about. I think the tournament takes place in like China as well, I believe. And yeah, it's a really good like little movie, this one. I think the main character, played by Asher Butterfield, has a fascination with trains in there as well, and that is something I can definitely relate to, because I really was like obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine and trains growing up as well. So yeah, it's a really sweet little film, this one, guys. a film that, again, I think it also has got a really lovely ornate score about it, and yeah, like some great I think there's some great like lighting in that film as well. Yep, that is the film X and Y. I think it goes by another title, but very, very good movie, guys. I would definitely recommend that one. I don't know if it's like on iPlayer at the minute, but definitely one I'm up for revisiting again. Favourite film of 2019 or something? Well, actually, I think I technically would go with Parasite, but Parasite didn't get a UK release till early 2020. But I'm going to go with the film The Last Tree. This is a fantastic movie, guys. Again, just upon release, even since release, like when this film got released, like I just didn't hear anyone talk about this. This is a really good, like, independent drama about a guy, like basically, I think he's called Femi, I think the character's name, and basically he moves from Lincolnshire to London with his mother, and he's just trying to slowly come to terms with, you know, like this like new life in London, and you know, like he's basically started a new school. He doesn't get like the most warming reception when he's first there, but then over time he hangs out with like a gang of friends, and basically he meets friends along the way, but then he kind of sort of like as he gets older, he kind of like is associated with people that aren't the most friendliest of and most pleasant of people out there, and he's kind of like associated with that social group, but then he kind of lands himself in a little bit of trouble there, but also it's kind of affecting like his school life as well. Yeah, he doesn't have the best like relationship with his mother as well, and yeah, I think this film again has got a beautiful score by the composer Sugun Anoka, who I think did the score for the Doctor Who, Jodie and Chris Chibnall era. I think he was the composer for like that era of Doctor Who. But yeah, this is a really good movie, guys. I think there's some really good I think there's some good like cinematography in there as well. Like, yeah, I think it's got a really great like sort of like ornate feel about it, and yeah, it's just one of them movies where the runtime and the pacing just is spot on here, and it's got a very good ending as well. So yeah, that is The Last Tree. And then next up, I'm going to talk about a film called Submarine. Now, this might be a film that is a bit more well-known compared to like the other films that I've talked about here today on the channel. However, still, guys, I would say this film is a little bit underrated. Like, again, I don't hear loads of people talk about this. This is a British film set in Wales. Yeah, there's a guy called Oliver Tate, who very much himself to himself sort of guy. He doesn't really hang out with many people, you know, like at school or outside of school. But then he kind of meets this girl called Joanna, and that kind of turns his life upside down when he's got like there's problems going on with like his parents there having like a bit of a relationship breakdown, and the mother is kind of falling for the guy played by Paddy Considine, and Oliver is very fatigued about this whole thing that's going on with his family. But it's really good movie all the same, guys. Yeah, like I love sort of the way the film is choreographed, and it kind of goes like by chapter to chapter. The score from Alex Turner, the soundtrack from Alex Turner is really good here as well. Excuse me, sorry about that. And also, yeah, I think this film, the way it's choreographed, it's almost like choreographed like a sort of one of Wes Anderson's early works. So yeah, and I think it as well, I love kind of like some of like the references with like say Catcher in the Rye and like a French New Wave film. It's got a couple really good like references in there as well. And yeah, like it's quite a dark movie at times, but I would say definitely stick with it, and it kind of does leave you know, like room for a very you know, like satisfying sort of conclusion as well. So yeah, that is Submarine, and kind of like a yeah, like music biopic, this one, and that is 24-hour Party People. Yeah, this stars Steve Coogan as Tony Wilson, who was kind of like in charge of Factory Records, and like yeah, like part of like the Hacienda as well. And yeah, it's kind of like about that, the opening of like the Hacienda in like the 1980s, like whilst it was running as like a nightclub, and like famous artists and acts would like go there as well. I just think Steve Coogan does such a great job as Tony Wilson. I think this might be one of his best performances in this film, and yeah, like a really good like film that's a love letter to the Mancunian Manchester music scene. And yeah, like you know, you've got the likes of Joy Division and Happy Mondays, New Order, and you know, like the Stone Roses is in there as well, the Smiths. So yeah, it's really, really good, guys. And yeah, like great cast in there as well, with John Sim, Peter Kay, and you've got I think it's Sean Harris is in there, John Sim, Paddy Considine, Lenny James. So you've got a really good cast to this one, to be fair. It was really good to see like how it was like on this TV show in like the late 70s called So It Goes, which would kind of like make inroads for like up and coming bands at the time as well. So yeah, that's definitely I would say an underrated like a music biopic, 24-hour Party People, and great song by Happy Mondays as well. And then also I'm gonna go with I love this film. I've gone for a football related movie, Marvelous, with Toby Jones. This is a great little film, guys. I absolutely love this. This is great. Like Toby Jones starring as Neil Baldwin, who yeah, was the Stoke City FC kit man. He did like playing like a friendly, I think, at one point as well. This is a really, really sweet little movie, this one. I love kind of like the chemistry between Neil and his mother in this film as well. I think, yeah, they've got like beautiful chemistry in this film. And also the main manager for Stoke City at the time as well. I'll put the name up on the screen, but yeah, like I think he like played for like Celtic and Man United, and he did manage like Stoke City at the time, and I think Huddersfield Town at one point as well. Played by the guy who played what was it, Vincent van Gogh in Doctor Who, that Doctor Who episode with Vincent van Gogh. It's the same actor who plays him, but he's a great side character in this film as well. And yeah, I just also I like the other main side character in this film as well, like who is like a Stoke City like season ticket holder. Yeah, like I really like his chemistry, like the chemistry between him and Neil in this film as well. And yeah, just based off a really like lovely true story to this one. And I think it is just so underrated. Like, again, I don't hear many people talk about this one. That is one I thought I'd include on this video here today on the channel. That is Marvelous. And yeah, and the next film I'm going to talk about is yeah, a film, an LGBT drama with Colin Morgan. And I think this is is massively underrated, guys. This is set in London and it's called Benjamin. Yeah, I've watched this a couple times. I really like this movie. Yeah, the guy Benjamin, who is like a, I think he's like a film director, and he's about to premiere like his second feature film that hasn't been getting the best sort of like early reception in regards to like critical reception and stuff, and he's kind of on a bit of a sort of like a deflacious, like loose end in his like career, but then he meets this like guy one day, introduced by like one of his like work colleagues introduced this guy to him, and they kind of form their own relationship, and it's about a bit about that. And yeah, I think this is a really like nice sort of like LGBT drama, this one. Yeah, again, one that's you know, like quite underrated as well. I would say very underrated, and I think this only got like I think this only got as far as a DVD release. I don't think this ever one got a Blu-ray, but it's a really good drama piece, this one. I also really like the scenes like in his apartment, and like with like his cats in there as well. And there's one funny moment where he's like you know, like he's kind of like sort of like just spying on his cat, and the cat just goes after the ice cream. I really liked that scene in the film. So it's got some like comical elements attached to this one as well. But yeah, I think it's a very good like little movie, and one that I'd be up for revisiting again in future. So that is Benjamin from 2018, I believe. A film starring Michael Caine, and yeah, this is a film I haven't seen in a long while, but I have seen this a couple times over the years, and I do think it is a very good like little British indie drama, this one, and that is a film called Is Anybody There, with Michael Caine. I think Bill Milner is in this film as well, who was in Son of Rambo. Don't know what happened to him, to be honest. And also David Morrissey is in there as well. And yeah, Bill Milner plays like a young guy who it lives at like a elder people's home, who like his parents live there as well, because I can't remember, I think his mother is like a carer and stuff, and yeah, they live like an elder people's home and stuff. And yeah, like Bill Milner's character doesn't hang around with like many people out like in like his social life, and he kind of feels a little bit like bored and stuff, and you know, like his parents are always like working hard and that, but one day he does meet Michael Caine's character, who is a retired magician and who likes magic tricks, and Bill Milner's character really likes sort of like magic tricks, and you know, like sort of like things just of that sort of caliber, really. And yeah, they kind of like sort of it kind of like for Michael Caine's character, he kind of wants to slowly get back into like sort of you know, doing like the odd like magic show again. I believe like he's got his own like a caravan as well, like in this like field, and yeah, like he does like sort of like the odd like magic trick here and there and stuff. It's kind of about that, really. And Bill Milner's character starts to like sort of learn like magic tricks too, and also got a little bit of a he's got like a little bit of a fascination with like ghosts as well, so that kind of plays a bit of part into the film as well. So very good little film, this one, guys. Yeah, I think it's only about like 90-minute long. I think you can get it cheap on like DVD as well, so it's probably, yeah, even for the DVD it's worth like seeking out. And also, yeah, I think this one might come on BBC One every now and then, so it's definitely worth checking out. And Michael Caine being such a well-established actor, and one of the most beloved actors ever, I would say. Yeah, this is kind of a bit of a hidden gem in like his filmography. So that's the film Is Anybody There? And the last one to talk about in this video, I've gone for a Shane Meadows film, and a film I've seen many times. I think this was my introduction to Shane Meadows' filmography, in fact. And I think I just remember one day I came home from school and I saw this was recorded on the TV, and that is the film Somers Town. Now, yeah, this is a really underrated movie, and it's a film I absolutely love as well. I've seen it multiple times. I don't think this is Shane Meadows' best film by any stretch, but it's still a very good, solid film. Just about a guy that's I think I can't think of the guy's name, but he's played by Thomas Turgoose, and basically he decides to one day just like leave like his home like in like Nottingham. I think he had a bit of a falling out with like his family and stuff. He decides to leave the home and basically make trails for like London, and he kind of has a bit of a rough patch at the start when he's like starts living out in London, and he kind of lives on the streets and stuff. And then he kind of has a friendship with a guy called Mark, who I think him and his dad just moved from Poland to like London, and they've just moved into like the neighborhood. And yeah, like basically Mark and that guy, I think he's called Tom, played by like Thomas Turgoose. They start to like form their own friendship. Mark has got a little bit of an interest with like photography and stuff, and they kind of like are really into like their fashion wear and that, and also they have each of them have a bit of a love interest for a French girl who works at this cafe. So yeah, it's a really good little movie, this one, guys. I think it's yeah, I believe the film only goes on for about like just over an hour. I think it's like a 65-minute runtime, but it just flies by, and there's so much packed into this movie as well. So yep, very good little movie, that one. Good little like indie soundtrack as well. So that is the film Somers Town by Shane Meadows. So guys, that's it for 10 British gems video for here today on the channel. I would love to know if you've seen any of these movies. If you haven't seen any of these movies, guys, I would definitely highly recommend them. Yeah, do let me know if you think there's any British movies, or even movies in general, that you think are underrated. I would love to know all of that good stuff in the comments down below. And I do want to take the time, as always, guys, to thank each and every one of you for all of your continuous support on the channel. I believe it's either today or tomorrow marks 1 year anniversary since I started out on YouTube, which was the 22nd of January 2024. So yep, it's a happy 1 year anniversary of starting out on YouTube. And yep, I hope to bring out more content going forward, and with a brand new phone as well. So that'll be really, really good. And also just to say as well, guys, I will be going back to my parents for a few days, sorting my new phone out. But just be nice to see my mum and dad for a bit as well, and just maybe watch a couple of movies. I'm definitely going to be watching some movies, doing some movie catch up, and yeah, just doing more reading and yeah, great family time as well. So I hope you all have a great week. And yeah, I hope everybody is keeping well and everyone is having a great start to the year so far. So guys, thanks for watching. Cheers for stopping by. And until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye-bye.